Well, there's a disturbing trend at animal hospitals all across the country. Veterinarians say they are treating more and more dogs for marijuana poisoning. And last week, it happened to Percy, my puppy. He apparently ingested some marijuana, like an edible that was discarded on the street or a joint that was thrown down like a cigarette butt. And the symptoms scared Peter and I to death. You can see Percy there wobbling like that at rest. Whoa. He had a hard time walking, his eyes were dilated, and we thought we were going to lose him. We didn't know what was happening. He's only 4.5 months old and 25 pounds. Thankfully, he is completely recovered, but he had to have a night in the hospital with an IV to flush out the toxins. We wanted to talk to somebody about that, so we brought in Dr. Marty Goldstein. He's a wonderful veterinarian, author of the book, The Nature of Animal Healing. So Dr. Goldstein, thank you so much. What are the symptoms? Well, let me put them on the board for people. The symptoms I mentioned that for marijuana poisoning in dogs: stumbling, dull and lethargic, unable to walk, really, agitation, tremors, vomiting. When we took Percy to the emergency room, the first thing the doctor said that saw him and said, "I bet it's marijuana."
Yep, you have the symptoms really down pat. And obviously it has become so much more common with the legalization and popularization of, the drug. It's really unfortunate, and it's rarely fatal, but they have more what are called cannabinoid receptors in their brain than humans do. So they're a lot more sensitive to the THC component of marijuana.
And if they ingest something as like an edible, like maybe a cookie or something, or a piece of candy or something that somebody like throws down or whatever, is it just that it's more potent in that way for a dog like that?
It's potent in any way they could get it. One thing we have to watch for is, the chocolate brownie, because chocolate contains a substance, theobromine, which is also toxic. So it's like a double whammy.
I just want to point this out. The Animal Poison Control Center said that there were 765% increase in calls about pets ingesting marijuana in 2019. There's a pet poison helpline. They also saw an increase of 450% of the calls. So what